Hello Aries, welcome to your June of 2019 reading. My name is Jai Gobind. This is your channel for grace. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this video with your friends. And thank you for giving this video a thumbs up so it gets circulating. I really appreciate the support, the love, and any comments, questions you have, please put them in the comment section below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at channelforgrace.guru and then click on book a reading. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at channelforgrace, seen right here on the upper corner of the video. And also any love donations can be sent to paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. So let's get right to the reading. We're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit cards, and then also the Native Spirit cards for the earthy, more grounded messages for this month of June. We have, as a lot of you guys know, this solstice, the summer solstice that's happening in this month of June. This is also Gemini season, so happy birthday all the Geminis. Although this is the reading for Aries, but so this month is very much about the mind. It's very much about being able to process your ideas, open yourself up to receive new ideas. Let yourself be that vessel that collects the wisdom from the universe and then transforms it into something magical, into something beautiful, into something physical. So your ideas manifesting into reality is something that might come up for you this month. I'm going to burn a little Palo Santo and say a little prayer and call in my spirit guides, angels, and teachers to help me with this reading today. So thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us today. I ask that you help to clear the energy of the decks that I'm going to be using, and then also clear my energy so that I can be that open channel for the wisdom, the intuition, the messages to flow through to you. This month is a very powerful month. I can feel it. We're going to be going through a lot of transitions, and I ask that you give our beautiful Aries friends the wisdom that they need to persevere and have an amazing month of June of 2019. So let's get right into it. The reading includes 5 major cards, and then I'm going to pull 3 native spirit cards for you. So your first card is your intuition card. So what is the intuition card for Aries for this month? What should Aries be focusing when it comes to their intuition, their third eye? And this is for Aries, Aries rising, Aries moon, and Venus in Aries. All right, what is the Aries intuition card? Okay, so here we go. Intuition card, 10 of Swords. Challenge card, 2 of Pentacles. Overall theme, 9 of Wands. Wisdom from the ancestors, the 7 of Swords. And let us pull an animal spirit that's going to guide Aries through this month of June. Oh, there it is. And it is the lizard for you guys. You get the lizard this month. So I'm going to go deeper into each of the cards and the meanings of the cards, so you get a more overall idea of the reading. And I'll tell you the story, because there's always a story that forms with the cards, and it's usually a really powerful reading. So the 10 of Swords, kind of an intense card. Not gonna lie. The 10 of Swords is basically about hitting rock bottom. That's the energy of the 10 of Swords. It is like getting to a point where there's really no further that you can fall, or no further that you can drop. It's basically saying that you've kind of been allowing other people or other energies or other entities even to walk all over you while you play the victim, which is a little bit hard to take in. It is possible that you have, attracted this energy because you are kind of addicted to it and you're not really sure, or you're not really aware of your addiction to it. But the truth is that we're definitely addicted to emotional patterns that make us feel like we know where we're at. We feel into the familiar energy of old emotional patterns. And because they're familiar, we feel comfortable. Even though we know that it's hurting us. We know that it's not something that we should be doing. It's like we understand the underlying energy behind these patterns, these things that we do to ourselves. It's like overkill. It's like stabbing something to death, right? We understand it, but at the same time, we don't know how to stop it or get out of it or change it. If you're not the kind of person that is attracted to drama, if you say you don't like drama, if you say you don't like those kind of things, those kind of energies, then definitely take a look at what in your life feels like it's done and you're ready to move on from. Because there's something about this card, although it comes with kind of this intense, like deep, like kind of crazy message. It does come with, let's look on the bright side, that something has gotten to a point where it can no longer go any further, and now the only way is to move away from it. So any of these belief systems, any of these emotional patterns, even thought patterns that plague you, that make you feel like you're not good enough, that make you feel like you're not worthy, that make you feel like you're not worthy of love, that make you feel like you're not lovable, that you're not loved, that make you even not love yourself. And these are all things that we've learned, because these things are not true. You are worthy, you are beautiful, you are lovable, all of those things. You have to internalize, you have to release the ones that no longer serve you, so that you can now bring in, create more space for your true identity, who you truly are. So this card is reminding you that there is something that's come to a point where it can no longer exist because it's run its course. So now it's like, okay, you're here, now what's next? And let's see what the next card is all about. This is your challenge card, the Two of Pentacles, which is all about change. It's also about balance. And you can see the infinity symbol on the card, which also represents this constant, right? The one constant that we know of in the world is change. Everything changes. Everything has to change. And you have to believe that, because you've somehow come to the end of the road when it comes to this situation, relationship, point in your life, job, whatever it is. You got to look inside your intuition and figure out what this is talking about. I can point you in the right direction, but you got to dig deep to figure out what the hell is this talking about in your life. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you have to meditate and really think about it to kind of really hear the message and see what it's talking about. But change is what's going to happen. You've come to the end of the road and the change is here. But the change also brings balance. And through this change, you will begin to realize this month of June what direction you're actually heading in, what direction you're moving towards. You get this really beautiful card as your overall theme. It is the Nine of Wands. I like to say that this card kind of shows you like the stairway to success, or the stairway to heaven, if you want to call it that. But the symbolism of this card is the staircase is basically you have been moving. You're going somewhere. You might feel like you're a little bit stuck right now because you've reached this point of no return, but that doesn't mean that you haven't been progressively moving forward, because even in realizing whatever this situation is, that you've been kind of overkilling, you're stabbing it to death, it's already dead, it's like beating the dead horse, right? This is what's going on in this energy. You're actually moving forward by learning about it, by experiencing it, by getting to the end of the road, by realizing that it's stabbed to death. That's actually part of the process. We forget that. There's always a learning curve, right? There's always a moment where you come to the realization that what you have been experiencing actually means something. It's not just because you are meant to suffer. It's because you're actually learning. The only way to get to the other side is to learn this one thing right here, and that's exactly what's been going on for you. So now it's time for the deeper change to come. And this card gives you the hope, because this card tells you that you're almost there, that you have kind of gotten to this point in your life where you've been sending out desires to the universe. You've been giving out sort of these frequencies that tell the universe what you want. And this is like your higher self. And so because you've asked for it, you've gotten like, okay, blatantly, here's what needs to change. Here's what needs to be fixed, right? But the thing is that the change is here. It's coming. Like, it's time now to make that transition. You are almost there. So definitely what this card is all about is this is not the time to give up. Like, this is not the time to give up. It does feel like it is the time to give up because of this Ten of Swords energy where like you've reached the end of something. There's nothing else that you can learn from this specific thing. So it's time to move to another situation to learn something different. But it's not the end. It's not the end. So this is not the time to give up. This is actually the beginning of a very beautiful journey for you, Aries. Let's take a look at this card that the wisdom from the ancestors brings. This is a card of secrecy. It can also be a card of self-interest. So in the symbolism of this specific card, this image, you've got the fox, who's a little bit like the sly fox, right? He's a little bit, not a trickster, but he's a little bit like, he kind of hides, you know? And there's 7 swords, but you can only see 6 of them because he's hiding the last one. It's like there's something that you're not quite seeing, or you're hiding from yourself, or you're not allowing yourself to fully see, like on a scale of full clarity and full truth. So your ancestors want you to become aware of this so that you can change this vibration. This is a little bit like this one. So if you're feeling stuck right now, if you're feeling like nothing's happening, the truth is that there is a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Change is here and you're almost there. You've been actually doing the process without even really knowing that you've been doing it. And so it's time to finally look at that last sword that you are hiding from yourself. They're all displayed, right? And they all want to be seen, except this one. Why? Why is this the one that you're not seeing? Why are you hiding this one from yourself or from the world? Maybe this also could mean that you're hiding something really powerful about yourself from the world that you're not ready to step into, or you feel like you're not ready to step into, but you actually are ready to step into. So it's time to unveil this truth. It's time to realize what's really going on so that you can fully release and step into the purpose that this whole thing is leading you towards, because it's all moving in a certain direction. Let's look at what the lizard brings to you this month, because the lizard is about instinct. The lizard is very sensitive to subtle energies. It's also a dreamer, which really brings up this idea of that I started the reading with, of the mind and new ideas and dreams of the future and dreams of change. The lizard and the dreams are kind of connected in this way. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. This is really strong intuition. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. So big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of the magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights in the big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. It is possible that this sword that is not yet come out is this light, this artist that lives within you. And artist doesn't have to be like, oh, a painter or a musician or something like that. Everyone is an artist. Everyone creates. You create every single day of your life. You are a manifester. You are a creator or creatrix, right? And you are in this realm, which is this physical time-space reality that basically determines that, or says, there's the law of attraction that says, everything that you call out, that you put out, it comes back to you. And it manifests in physical ways, in situations, in relationships, in actual physical things. You create things, you bring things from thought to actual manifestation. So you have this power to bring your dreams into reality. But you might not have discovered your dream yet. You might not have discovered what that is. It's time for you to unveil what it is that you truly want in your life. And you've kind of been through a lot. You've been through a lot. So don't feel like, oh God, this is like a crazy reading, because the truth is that everybody's been going through a lot. You're not the only one. Everybody's been going through a lot. It's been manifesting in different ways in everyone's lives. But you've been going through a lot, but that means that you've actually been doing the work. So right now, because you've gotten to the end of the tunnel, the end of that situation, and you realize you have been doing the work and change is coming and you're almost there, that there's just one last little bit that you need to discover, that you need to unveil. So what is that? Ask yourself, maybe journal. What is it that I need to see? What is it that I'm not seeing? The last little bit that needs to be seen. And let your dreams guide you. Let your intuition guide you. Let the ability for you to see the unseen and hear the unheard guide you this month. Because I feel like your intuition is going to be very strongly connected to your answers that you're looking for. And actually, if you don't know how to use your intuition or what exactly it is, or how to know if something is your intuition or not, I'm going to be running a masterclass, an intuition masterclass in June. And let me pull up the exact date so I can give you that. But it will be June 15th. 2 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be on a private YouTube video that you can sign up for. You go to my website, there's a link in the description below, and you click on the tab that says Intuition Masterclass, and it'll give you all the details. I'm not going to go into it right here, but I just wanted to tell you, because of this reading, that I really recommend, especially if you're not sure what intuition is or how to activate it, use it, make it stronger, what are your psychic gifts, that you sign up for the class. It's only $44, so that you can bring, this aspect of you into your life in the month of June, which the universe is literally asking you to do already. So, Spirit of the Fire, Spirit Keeper of the North, and Shapeshifter. Both of these cards, Spirit Keeper of the Fire and Shapeshifter, are basically this message of change. Kind of like the Two of Pentacles. Fire is manifestation. Fire is the transformation. It's the fire of transformation. It's you moving from that dead horse into creating something beautiful. It's the fire that burns the phoenix, and then the phoenix rises from the ashes, right? It's the rebirth. It's being reborn. It's the fuel. The fire is the fuel that you need. It's very Aries. It's fire because it's action. It wants you to do something. It wants you to take action. And the action that it wants you to take is to change, to shapeshift into something else, to transform into something else that's really powerful, but really only you know what that is. So the universe is wanting you to shift, to shape shift into something more beautiful for you, for your life, something more meaningful for your life. And the spirit keeper of the north is, it's funny because I just did this shamanic training this weekend. It's weekend 1 of a year-long apprenticeship in the Pachacuti Mesa tradition. And I learned about the energy of the north, the direction of the north is connected to the Wiracocha, which is the sky, which is the winged ones, the birds. It's the ones that fly to God. It's the spirit. So the universe is saying, your spirit guides, they're saying, look, something really powerful is happening right now and transitioning for you. You need to pay attention because June is going to be a month of shifting for you, a major shift, not to mention the summer solstice, right? But this powerful shift is going to be happening, and it's all leading you towards your soul. It's leading you towards spirit. It's leading you towards connecting to your intuition. So you have to lift the veil and see what you're not seeing. Look at what you can't see right now. Open yourself up to it. Do not be afraid anymore. You cannot fall any further. There's nowhere else to go from here. You've hit rock bottom, and now it's time to begin to move up and finally reach the destination. What that destination is, well, it has to do with your spirit and it has to do with your intuition. But you need to dig down deep inside and figure out exactly what that means to you, Aries, because this is a very strong message leaning towards the awakening of your spirit, the awakening of your mind, the awakening of you in this lifetime to where you realize, oh my God, I'm here for more than just what I do in my daily life. And I know it. You may not know exactly what that is yet, but just having that thought is going to break you free. You will break free this month of June and finally see yourself for who you really are. So allow it. Allow the change. Allow the transformation. Allow the fire to burn you and revive you like the phoenix. And you'll be all right. Very powerful reading, Aries. I hope that resonated for you. I hope you have an amazing month of June. Thank you for watching this video, sharing it out, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'm here every month to do these monthly readings, and I'm also here weekly on Mondays and Saturdays to do the weekly reading and the weekend reading. And I have a podcast called Conversations with Spirit that if you don't know about, we've already got 7 episodes out. Those are great to take a look at. Those are great videos if you want to learn more about these kind of topics: spirituality, light workers, all of these things, intuition, portals, ascension process, inner child. Actually, this week we are going to talk about the inner child in our podcast, which will be on Thursday on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you can make it for that. And otherwise, have an amazing month. It's going to be intense for you, but really stick to the truth. Stick to the truth and you'll be all right. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys next month. Sat Nam.